This is the most vulnerable song I've ever written, and I always imagine myself just, whenever I sing it, I sing with my eyes closed because I'm so afraid to look people in the eyes as I just share my soul.
Maybe I should just give up, wrap it up and move on home. Throw it in a dusty box where baseball gloves and dead dreams go.
Songwriter came about after a few really tough years here in Nashville. I felt so cursed for a really long time. It was like I knew I needed to be in Nashville, but it felt like such a double-edged sword. I really missed home. It was tough. It was tough, I think, culturally, finding my people here in town. I spent a lot of lonely times, and even in times where I know that I have, like, I've got some really, really good friends that feel like family here in Nashville, but when you're in a dark place, it's hard to look around and see anyone.
It's a long road of hard knocks, hidden highs and feeling uninspired.
I'd just been through 18 months of chronic sinusitis, and not being able to sing made me feel like I was unheard. I couldn't be heard. I was looked over. And I felt like, man, I'd made enough sacrifices. Now I have to, like, it's done. I think this song for me was just that release of everything that I'd gone through for that. I remember sitting at my piano one day and just crying and saying maybe I should just give up, wrap it up and move on home. Steve and I had just started living together, and we live in a studio apartment downtown, and it was one of those things where our relationship wasn't at the point where I could feel vulnerable enough to write a song in front of him. So I would sort of, like, when he wasn't around, I would kind of play my ideas for this song and then write them in my notes. And then when he was home, I would go to take our dog to the dog park and write at the dog park. And I eventually got the courage up to share this song. I ended up taking this song to Jake Anderson, and Jake's a really emotive person. He's an incredible lyricist, and it's like going to therapy every time I write with Jake. He really gets to the heart of a song. And I threw the verses that I had, I said, this is what I've got. And he had this ability to edit my words, but also to really articulate what exactly I was trying to say in the chorus. The chorus wasn't really on the money at that point. We went through the highs and lows of Nashville. It's great. It's an amazing town. I love this city, but it's heartbreaking too. The Songwriter depicts that, and I think whether or not you're even a songwriter, this is the song of getting back up and dusting yourself off.
It's burning out and giving in, waking up to try again, fighting hard for little wins, 'cause all I've ever been is a songwriter.
This is my whole heart right here, so I hope it touches your heart too.